Okay guys, welcome back and thanks for taking the time to join me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a wee variant of the Calvin shrimp, or basically in the same style as the Calvin shrimp if you like. Now the hook and the vise is a partridge patriot double in size 10 in black nickel. The thread that I'm going to use to tie the fly is the Uni thread 80 in fire orange. So we'll just come in and get the thread started a couple of mil behind the eye of the hook. Just run on a few mil of thread, remove the waist tag of thread. The tag and the rib is going to be a UTC ultra wire in hot yellow. So just hand that in underneath, working my thread down just until my thread's in line or just slightly past the points of the hooks. Then I'm going to come around with 4 turns of the ultra wire. Your last turn, just bring it up and in between the hooks. That just locks in your tag for you. And then I'm going to work this forward first half of the body or so. Then just come in, fold the wire back and work our thread back down. Tied up against the tag. First part of the tail, you're looking some, this is fluorescent pink, dyed fluorescent pink Arctic foxtail. Just got a wee pinch off here to get us started. Looking this around about the length of the hook over the back. And with a pinch and loop. A couple of turns. I'm going to put in some, this is fluorescent red, or sorry, bucktail dyed fluorescent red. I'll just show you it. That's it there, it's a lovely bright red. Then I'm going to come in with 2 strands of, this is red microflash. So I'm just going to get ourselves 2 strands. Just after that, bend to the tail, take a couple of turns. Then I'm going to come in with another pinch of the pink, the fluorescent pink fox for on top. And you want this roughly the same length as the pink that's underneath. And then just working my thread forward, just tying everything in. Come in, just lift the waist ends or the excess of everything. Just take that away in a bit of a tapered cut. Now at this point, don't be going back the way, just continue forward. Just tying everything in. So make for a strong tail. And then work our thread back again. Now the closer I get, I just come in and collect the materials on the tail and just work our thread back down, tied up against the tag. And that's our tail created. Now the rear body is going to be some opal mirage tinsel in large. So get a length of this. Offer that up to the hook. Just put that into the length you want the rear body. Tie that in. Then we'll come up with our opal mirage tinsel now. Just come back in, hold your tail. Just come round with a straight turn at the back just to see what way you're sitting. That's grand. So then just overlapping turns with the opal mirage tinsel. Now you can put some super glue on and then wind the opal mirage tinsel up if you wish, but you tie the fly properly, it's to stay together okay. The front body, this is Burgundy, light bright. So just want a wee tiny pinch of that. Slide that up. A bit short, give it a wee tad. Just dub it on. Just remember always to take your dubbing the one way. Slide that up. Just want to end up with your thread in front. Then we're going to come up with our hot yellow wire. 4 turns on the body. Should be plenty. follow that around with your thread. A couple of turns will secure, bend and break away the wire. I'm just going to put a bit of thread down at the front and then come back up. The wing, just looking some red fox or red Arctic runner or just anything red you've got will work. Just taking out some of the under fur, and then you want the wing to can be as long or short as you like. I just want the tips of the fox coming back to the tips and the pink part of the tail on top. Around with a pinching loop. Take a couple of turns to secure. Come in, lift your waist ends, trim those away. Now, don't worry about that sitting high. That'll be grand. I'm going to come in with 2 strands of mirror flash at this point. Now, if you don't like the flash, just leave it out of the whole pattern. Don't worry about it. We've got the 2 strands of mirror flash here. Start for that up into the wing. Just a strand at each side, around with a pinching loop. A couple of turns, going to fold the excess back. Just work the thread back up over the top. Come in, trim that away. Get another fly to that. Just put a bit of a crease into this wing to get it sit down a wee bit for us for the video. Then we're going to put on a hackle. Now, the first hackle, sorry. This is just a Magenta. This is a whiting hen hackle. You could use a cock hackle. It's up to you. Stroking back the fibres to reveal the tip. Come around with a turn. Bring the thread back up over the tip of the hackle. Now I'm just going to put a base of thread down here. Just with jungle cock to put on after this, and then a hackle at the front. Turns of the hen is up to you, but 1 turn will be enough for me here. Great quality, that hen cape. Follow that around with my thread. Couple of nice tight turns, just heading down towards the eye. Then I'm going to come in and just trim away the stem of the hackle. See what way we're sitting, just sweep everything back. And then work our thread back up, tied up against the hackle. I'm going to come in with our jungle cock at this point. Same again, if you don't have jungle cock, I know it's expensive, just leave it out of the fly. It'll still work, so just offering the 2 eyes up to the hook. Come around with a couple of turns, just to see what way we're sitting. Just not happy with this one. Happy enough with the length. Just having a little recheck. Yeah, happy enough with that. So I'm just going to hold the 2 eyes, take another 2 or 3 turns down towards the eye of the hook, then come in and sweep back the stems of the jungle cock, and just work your thread up over the top. Keep your thread tight and break away the stems. The front hackle, and this is more to darken it down more than anything. This is a lace wing, a whiting lace wing, dyed red. So strip back the fibres to reveal the tip. After this up to the hook, come around with a turn, going to fold the tip back. Just working my thread back up over the tip of the hackle and the hackle itself. I'm just getting a bit of thread down at the front here again. Come in, break away the tip of the hackle. I'm just going to come in with my scissors, run it up the stem of the hackle just to help the process of folding the fibres back for you. And the turns here, it's up to you. I'm just going to put this one in just to see, just to check. One turn's going to be enough for me. Just going to come around with my thread. of turns now. I'm going to keep my thread tight. Don't let it go. Just come in, peel off some of the fibres, and then we'll fold the stem back, and then we'll just build up our head. We want a nice bright head on this now. Now if you don't want to use the fire orange thread, just break away the stem here. Just use colour the head up with some glow bright number 5. Will do the job. A couple of wee fibres here, just going to take these away. Now when you look at the fly, it seems a wee bit overdressed, even to my eye, particularly with the fox. But you got to remember, that's going to reduce when in the water by half. Now keeping your thread tight, just going to come straight in and throw in a whip finish. Just put a bit of shape into the head. Your fire orange thread tight, come in, trim away your tang thread. First coat onto the head, as always, just a wee drop of super glue. Just right the whole way right round. Don't want this touching your dressing, just ruin the pattern on you. Then once that dries, I'll come in and put on a couple of coats of varnish just to seal up the super glue, to stop the moisture bloom once you start to fish it. And there you go, guys. That's just a pink and red version, if you like. I'm sorry I don't have my traditional wee blue t-shirt on. I'm just in from work. Just throw this together for you here before I get my tea. So look, there you go. It's a bit bright, something different, bit of fun. But if you fish Irish spate rivers, particularly ones that have peaty water in them, or maybe even over in the mainland UK you fish with some peaty rivers over there, tie a few up just to try them out, just to see. Have 1 or 2 in your box, maybe a size 10 to 12, and hopefully then catch you a few fish. Until next time, guys, please stay safe, enjoy your fishing, and take lines.